Okay, today we ordered us a new camera. This is as we can see here, a 5 megapixel Solium. These are real good cameras. I've got several of them around the house. This one here happens to be 4G cellular camera, so this one is picked up over the towers instead of your Wi-Fi in your house or whatever. So this one can go pretty much any place you can get sunshine to the solar panel, and it's supposed to have 10 by optical zoom. We'll see just how good it works. Let's start opening it up and see what all comes in the box, see what it takes to get it up and running. So within our box, let's see what we got here. Okay, first thing in the box, it looks like a template for mounting it. We've got an instruction manual, so we'll be able to figure out how to set all this up. And we've got some more directions here. It looks like quick guide, so we'll be able to figure that out. And this would be the solar panel. That's a heavy old panel right there. I like it. It's a heavy. And then we've got 300 megabyte trial plan. This would be to hook up and get your first month's worth of data. I think it's 300 megabytes or something along that way. Yeah, 300 megabyte trial plan after you activate it. Valid for 30 days. So that's comes with it. Give you a little time to try it. Looks like we've got all the tools we'll need to put things together. Some little screws, some little pair of what do we call those? Little pinchers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And an Allen wrench. So we'll get all that out. This is USB to C. Looks like probably a charging cable. And okay, so we've got the main part of it out, and now we'll go ahead and pull the camera itself out here, and it's got a code on the back of it, so that's what it's going to look like. This isn't too awful heavy. I think all the weight in the package is in the solar panel, and I believe that's all that comes in this one, so we can set that off to the side and let me kind of look over the directions. No sense in boring you. I'll let you know what I come up with on how to put this together. Oops, that's noisy. And we'll go from there. So give me a minute. We'll go over it as soon as I get her somewhat figured out. Okay, so we've got it out. I had this charged up. There's a little charging port right here with the USB port under that plastic cap. I charged that up for the recommended hours. It turns green when it's fully charged. So once you get to that, we can go ahead and continue on with the project. The other side of this has got the power is underneath this one. We'll use that in a minute, I believe. And I've got to add the 2 screws. This top just sets down into that. So we'll add the 2 little screws that come in the bag to secure that. And then I'm going to go ahead and on the back side here, you can see it's got a place for a SIM card and a memory card. So we'll go ahead and just simply slide those in place. Okay, I've got the cards all inserted. We've closed them all up nice and tight. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and download the Solium Plus app, which I already have some of these cameras, so I'm going to go ahead and just use that. And when we get to that, we'll just have to add a new device, which will show up down at the bottom of your screen here. And we'll hit that. And we allow the device to connect. And we'll have to add a setup of 4G. It'll come up. I don't know how we see all that, but we'll set up a 4G device. So we'll click on that.
Install the camera, install the antenna, then power on the device. The blue LED will light up after about 1 minute. Click next.
Okay, so we need to turn this on, and to turn the camera on, it's going to be under this side over here. And it has a sticker that tells us where to do that, so we'll go ahead and power that up. and it's going to go through a little thing, I think. And we're going to look for a little blue light to do it. Let's see if we can find where that little blue light's supposed to be at. I see a red light. I think that's under the lens, and there it is. The little blue light's flashing. But it's not on. Let's see. We need to wait for up to a minute and then get the blue light. As you can see, it's flashing back red and blue, and we're just waiting for it to pick up on something. I'm hoping inside the shed it's not going to be a problem. Might have to move this out to the outside to get within cell phone signal. We'll give this just a minute more. And when it gets back on, we'll go again. Okay, we've got a steady blue light on it. I did have to move it outside because I could not pick it up there. So we are going to get a new device found and
enter the camera name and address.
So
using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
Okay, we're just going to name the device as my 4G camera. And we hit next. And I ain't worried about location because it's going to be moving. And we're going to go to just default wherever. And we wait. And it goes through configuration. So we'll let it go ahead and do that, and then we'll check back in. I don't know how well you pick up on this, but anyways, it tells me that it's fully installed, so we're going to hit OK. And we'll save authentication. Address is saved, and we're done. And we should be able to pick up a picture here someplace on this. Okay, it comes up. That's all it was to that. You would have maybe, if you didn't have one, have a set up an address and all. We're going to ignore that right now because we're not set up where it's going to be. It says it's a weak signal, so we're going to ignore. Let's see if we can turn this camera so you can see what it looks like here. It's so weak, I don't know if we're going to be able to. We might have to go move it around and put it someplace where I can actually get it. And we should have it set up, though. We can tell it's making it. It's got a picture here. We just got to get it oriented. So we'll check all that out and show you what the picture looks like. Okay, I got it all mounted up on a tree out there. The only thing I've got really with an issue would be that it's a 4G, and I don't have a very good strong 4G signal out here, so the response is quite low. But anyways, this is the picture of it. I don't know, it probably shows up pretty good. You tap on the screen, and just to do the 10 by optical, which is what I was really after, is something that'll zoom right in. That's a pretty good difference and a very clear picture. So that's pretty good. Like I say, it's a little bit slow responding here. I think that is my 4G signal, but it does a real good job. So, and I would say it autofocuses perfectly fine. It left to right is good. Everything works good. So, real happy with this one. We'll go ahead and give it a shout. I give this a good rating. It looks like it's going to be a good camera for me. We'll find us a better place probably to put it. I want to get it in a spot where we get a little better 4G service maybe. So anyways, I'd recommend it.